On the coronavirus front, there are more than 15.6 million cases of coronavirus in the United States right now, and the death toll has sadly risen to roughly 293,000 deaths. Yesterday, the daily case count leapt by more than 223,000. That is the second worst day since the pandemic started. Now, on that emergency use authorization for that Pfizer BioNTech vaccine, the FDA's advisory panel voted in favor of the emergency use authorization yesterday. That is an external panel of experts. The FDA tends to follow their recommendations, and we're expecting that the FDA will grant that authorization this weekend, which means that vaccines could be coming as early as next week. Let's go to Yahoo Finance's Anjalee Khemlani now with more details about this pandemic and about that vaccine. Hi, Anjalee.
Hey, Kristin. Yeah, unfortunately, with those numbers, we know that we continue to see hospitalizations really rise above that 100,000 mark, and daily tolls, at least for the past 4 days, well beyond 200,000. And that's really concerning. Of course, that is only just a sliver of what we expect to see continue because of the post Thanksgiving surge that is expected. When experts saw just how much travel was happening, the next couple of weeks, we have about one more week of monitoring this to see just how high those numbers go. Meanwhile, yes, yesterday, Pfizer and BioNTech did get their vaccine heard in front of that vaccine advisory committee, and the FDA has already informed the companies that the authorization is imminent. They're just checking off the boxes, getting that paperwork done, and addressing some of the concerns that actually did get brought up there. So while it did pass from a 17-4 vote, those four that said no really had to do with the question they were posed, which is, can 16 and 17-year-olds and should 16 and 17-year-olds get this vaccine once it's authorized, considering that they are, there's not enough data to support that, as well as do they really need it, considering what we know about the effect of the virus on the younger population. Meanwhile, also questions about people with allergies, as well as pregnant women, and whether or not they should be receiving the vaccine, again, because not enough data exists. We know that the first round of vaccines is going to be going to healthcare workers as well as nursing home residents. So while it may not be immediately relevant in most cases, this is something that needs to be addressed before we get to that next phase. And reports are also showing that we could get this EUA as early as tonight. Kristin?
Thanks so much for that update, Anjalee Khemlani, with all of those news.